Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's a little after 10 p.m. or April 22nd, 2020, and it is Earth Day today. So hopefully you got a chance to enjoy getting outside today. I know we had some clouds around, unfortunately. We did have some clouds, but more toward the afternoon there was some sun, and yes, I did get to some pines as you see here. No, I didn't go to New Jersey. I just pretty much went to Deer Park. I just didn't feel like going all the way to New Jersey. So see what's going on there. There's so many crazy things going on in New Jersey. I'll have to talk about it. Yeah, there are reports of. I'll tell you about it in another video. But anyway, hopefully you got a chance to enjoy the day. Seeing some sun, which is kind of a rare thing these days in the pattern we're in. But yes, it was Earth Day, so of course bringing awareness. Just because we're in the pandemic doesn't mean that climate change isn't still happening. Of course, it's still happening, and that crazy weather we had yesterday was definitely part of that. Here's a look at the satellite. We're going to talk a little more about that crazy weather yesterday that we had. So you can see a lot of cumulus clouds over the area, even some over New Jersey, but a lot more over Suffolk County. I'll show you a few more images. This one is more toward the later in the afternoon, so you can see the cumulus clouds kind of dissipated a little bit, but still good deal of cumulus clouds and a lot of wind today too. So we take a look at that. So I'm going to first start with the Blustery Airport here. And you can see now they're down to 39. Actually, let me refresh that. This is West Hampton, so it's going to get cold there tonight. 37 northwest wind at 6. But if we looked at some of the conditions today, you could see there were a lot of reports of mostly cloudy skies. Of course, this is in the Pine Barrens, so it only hit 49 there. And the winds, we had some wind gusts up there, like gusting into the 33, 36, 35 miles an hour there. We can look a little further west and see how Farmingdale was like. So Farmingdale 46, so it's warmer there. Winds have backed off now. Dew points are very low, like dew points only in the low teens. So very dry air, but a lot of instability in the air. And they were reporting a little more clouds, a little less clouds, I should say, further west over Nassau County. They managed to get up to 52. But if we look at islip, you will see that islip, 44 degrees. Northwest wind at 8, and again they were reporting a good deal of clouds, and it didn't really start improving until the afternoon, like 2-3 o'clock, and then we started seeing some improvement, and it only hit 50 there, so that's well below normal, probably about 10 degrees below normal at least, and the winds were again gusty all day long from the west, and northwest, mostly between west and northwest, but if we were in Jersey there was more sun there. If we were to look at the observation out of Toms River, wow, it has really dropped down there. They're already radiating 32, and again, dew point's a little higher though at 23, but they'll probably drop back. And it was a little warmer there, 53, but still, that's still below normal. And you can see that wind gusts to 36 miles an hour, 33. It was hard to stand out there, but it looks like they just had a few clouds. Actually, they did go mostly cloudy for a brief amount of time, around noon, and then they went back to a few clouds again. So that's what it looks like there. I can look at another observation. That's enough. You get the idea. It's just kind of a turbulent day, but we did have some sunshine at least. And yes, we've got freeze warnings and frost warnings again. Frost advisory for Long Island, coastal Connecticut, freeze warnings elsewhere because it's going to drop below freezing again, and it probably will on Long Island as well. Drop below freezing. Now I want to look at this. There was a gustnado confirmed over the. This is where we have to go. So this is a gustnado, not a tornado, but it's called a gustnado. You get these along these gust fronts like we had yesterday. This is a rare thing to have here. So it says that video evidence indicates a gustnado occurred over the Harlem River around 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon on Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. The gustnado was filmed moving over the Harlem River south of the Broadway Bridge that connects northern Manhattan and the Bronx before dissipating over the Bronx shoreline north of Fordham Road. Radar velocity estimates and a mesonet observation of 71 miles an hour from Fordham in the Bronx indicates estimated straight line wind speeds of 70 to 75 miles an hour. A gustnado is a small whirlwind which forms as an eddy in thunderstorm outflows. They do not connect with the cloud-based rotation, and they are not tornadoes, since their origin is associated with cumulo-form clouds. Gustnados are officially classified as thunderstorm wind events by the National Weather Service. This is like dust devils. Some stronger tornadoes can cause damage. A severe thunderstorm warning was initially issued by the National Weather Service for this area at 2:12 Tuesday afternoon as a severe line of thunderstorms approached, with a severe weather statement indicating the possibility of a tornado issued around 2:27 p.m. Strengthening storm relative velocity rotation was detected by forecasters on both Newark Liberty International and JFK International Airport terminal Doppler weather radars, prompting the upgraded issuance of a tornado warning at 2:33 p.m. At this point, though, observational evidence is inconclusive of a tornado touchdown. If anyone has video of pictures of this storm from the area between 2:20 and 2:40 p.m. on Tuesday, April 21st, please send them to the National Weather Service. So that is what they have for that. We have the freeze and frost conditions tonight over area, so freeze warning for much of the area except for Long Island, where we have frost advisory, and nothing for New York City. Now, if we go to Mount Holly, there's nothing on the event in Toms River, so we're going to have to see if we can look at the Twitter. Let's see, they have some. Let's see if they actually determined if that was a tornado or not. People were saying that it was probably a gustnado, but see, Mount Holly doesn't put that up there. I don't know. I have to look at the public information statement and see. Okay, severe thunderstorms on April 21st. Severe thunderstorms that moved through the area on during the afternoon hours on April 21st produced wind gusts in the 60 to 70 mile an hour range, blowing down trees and damaging numerous homes and other structures across central and southern New Jersey. Based on pictures, video clips, and eyewitness accounts provided by the local emergency management officials and the general public, in conjunction with radar and other weather observations recorded when the storms moved through, the National Weather Service has concluded that this damage was caused by straight line winds associated with a strong cold front rapidly moving toward the coast Tuesday afternoon. This includes damage in the Haddon Heights in Camden County, Toms River in Ocean County, and Lawrenceville in Mercer County. Damage in the Normandy Beach area of Monmouth County is still under investigation, awaiting additional information. Small-scale circulations were seen and recorded immediately ahead of the advancing cold front, which in some cases induced waterspouts over a few back bays and oceanfront areas, but these were not strong enough to cause the damage experienced by numerous communities across the state. So what I heard was that was a gustnado. So I don't know. Somebody posted, they said it was a gustnado in Toms River, but let's see what Toms River Patch has to say, if anything, about that, and we'll see if we can find out any information. Let's see what they have here. Waiting for it to load here. Nothing. All right, it just goes to show you even the weather service isn't as good in New Jersey. What I heard is it's probably a gustnado that probably wound up hitting there as well. So let's shift gears and look at the forecast here, and look at the pattern we're in, and then we're in a pretty crappy. We're heading into a pretty crappy pattern, unfortunately. So let's go to the upper air. We're gonna go into the North American view, and we'll show you the upper air and show you what we're dealing with here. All right, so we have this blocking that's continued in Greenland, troughing in the east, which brought down the cold air today, and you can see as that one moves out, another one moves in, and this means more rain, and you have these short waves all along it. So one short wave on Friday, another short wave on Sunday, and yet another one. So it's just an active pattern, and the troughing kind of continues in the east, just keeps us below normal, keeps some clouds around, keeps the chance of showers around. Maybe we see some improvement as we head into May, maybe, but that's of course in the long range in the models. So let's go look at the surface here, and we'll just put this back to the surface view here. So we'll look at the systems that are coming in. So the next system is tomorrow night. It looks like it'll stay dry during the day tomorrow, and then it moves in the evening. Slow movement, but that system lingers around on Friday, and it's probably going to be raining all day Friday. We get rid of it Saturday, a little break, and then here comes the next short wave. This one is going to go, this next low is going to go over the lakes to our north and west, and bring us rain Saturday night, probably late Saturday night into Sunday. And then maybe we get rid of it later on Sunday. Monday, we may have to deal with some showers on the back end of that. Tuesday, we get a break. And then Wednesday, yep, here comes the next system for Wednesday. More rain. Get rid of it by Thursday, hopefully. And then the next system arrives on Saturday. So you can see we're just in a pattern. We have some breaks, but a lot of systems. And if we were to take a look at the actual eastern U.S., if we were to take a look at the actual amount of rain we're going to get, if we go right through the total accumulated precip, we're going to go right through. If we go, look at the end of April, right off to the end of April, it has us getting at least 2 to 3 inches of rain. And if we go all the way to the end of the period, which is May 8th, it has us getting 4 to 5 inches of rain. So it's going to be a wet period, which sucks. You know, with all these restaurant dining rooms closed, it's getting ridiculous, I have to say. I think we got to open them May 1st, all right? But that's going to be another video. I'm going to talk about my reaction to this lockdown has got to end, all right? That's all. But that's another thing entirely, because people can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore, and I'm not the only one, I know. So let's take a closer look at the NAM, and we will go and look at the next rain system that is going to be heading toward us. So let's move this here. So we'll take a look at the next system. So here comes the next system. You can see it's developing some very light precipitation. I don't think this is going to materialize. I think we're dry tomorrow until like after 8 o'clock now. So I think we're going to be good until after 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be dry, just have some clouds. The rain moves in Friday, and it kind of lingers all day Friday. You can see over the area. That is the NAM. I can look at the HRRR. I think the HRRR has a similar idea here. You can see. Let me just move this back to the previous run so we can get. You can see it just breaks a really small, light, little nothing area that's probably not even going to reach the ground. The rain really doesn't get in here until, like I said, after 8 o'clock, maybe even later than that. But then it lingers throughout Friday. If we go and we look at the GFS here, actually, that's all I get out on the NAM. 12 kilometer. Oh, it's the 0Z. That's why I'm not. All right. Let's see. So yeah, you can see it kind of lingers. Friday's going to be a wet day, but Saturday looks like a dry day. So let's go to the GFS now, and well, after we're done with this system, we should get rid of this on Saturday. We have the break, and then Sunday here comes the next system that we got to deal with. We'll take one thing at a time, I guess. So let's go to the temperatures here. So it's going to be a cold night. You see that the temperature is going to drop. And these models don't really take into account radiational cooling. We're going to probably get below freezing, especially in the Pine Barrens, well below freezing. Tomorrow, it's going to stay kind of cool with the clouds, probably just 40s, maybe close to 50. See some warm air trying to get in over Jersey. And then for Friday, you can see some warm air just to the south, but again, this shows you where the low is and where the front is. That warm air isn't going to make it here. Maybe the extreme southern tip of Jersey gets warm sectored. Then the front moves through. Saturday, we get some sun. We're close to average, closer to 60 degrees. And then for Sunday, a little warmth maybe trying to get in. I don't know if that's going to happen with that. Well, yeah, actually it will, because the low is going to the lake, so that should bring up the warmer air actually for Sunday. And Monday we're below normal, and you can see a little more warmth on Tuesday. I'll just show you the long range here, the temperature, but no real. You see some warmth occasionally. As we get into May, maybe there'll be a little more warmth. I'm not even going to go that far. So let's go look at the sky. And humidity will not be an issue. I don't think we'll see humidity being an issue. So you see tomorrow, we start off with some sun, then the clouds roll in. We're overcast by late morning, and then that rain starts, and we're dealing with the clouds Friday. But we have a little break Saturday, then more clouds for Sunday, Monday. Little break for Tuesday, but then more clouds roll in. And then maybe Thursday, or Friday, we can see a little more sun. But you can see we're still in this cloudy flow, you know. And it's especially frustrating because, you know, in Flagstaff they're having a sunny day and it's 70 like every day. It's just like perfect, you know. But let's go look at a couple of other models. Let's look at the NAM 3 kilometer. And again, I don't think I have enough of that in. I don't have enough of that in. Actually, I don't even have enough of that in to go all the way. Let's just look at the other one because it's not really gonna be able to see all that much. You can see this is the Canadian. So the Canadian's a little encouraging for Saturday. Tries to keep us clear. So maybe we'll have a nice clear day on Saturday, or mostly sunny day. But then the clouds roll in for Sunday. Let's go look at windy.com. Look at the European model. And we'll look at the clouds from that point of view. This also shows the precipitation. So let's see how the European model does with tomorrow as far as precipitation goes. It looks like it has some really light stuff that I don't think it's going to amount to much of anything. That's not going to reach the ground. It really doesn't have the rain moving in until later, much later actually, much later. This model doesn't have it coming in until midnight, but then it rains all day Friday. We'll be dealing with. Maybe we could try to get rid of it. I don't think we will on Friday. Not with that northeast wind. Let's look at Saturday. Ooh, starts off good, but then the clouds kind of roll in. So it starts off good, but then some cirrus might roll. Yeah, it'll roll in by the afternoon. This is the Euro now. So again, this different model. Every model has their own thing. I think the Euro was a little too bullish with the clouds today. So I'm thinking that it probably would be too bullish with this too. I'm sure these would be high clouds. If I look at cloud base, let's see. Yeah, they're high clouds. Okay, so go ahead and look at the temperatures tonight. I like using this because it has a higher resolution. So let's take a look and see by morning what it's going to look like across our area. So you can see cold has 30s, and I think West Hampton will also be that low too. Like I said, these models don't really take into account the radiational cooling. Wind. All right, this is the other issue. I don't think we're going to be having too much wind tomorrow, so I think we'll finally be have a day with not too much wind. Oh yeah, very light winds tomorrow. That's going to be a pleasure after today because it was so damn windy today. Let's see Friday. Yeah, Friday a little more winds with that storm. Friday's not going to be pleasant. Saturday, we have light wind Saturday, it looks like, too. So we have some crappy weather, but in between, we have some nice days. It's not like back-to-back, at least. Tomorrow will be dry, I think, and that's the main thing that'll make it bearable. Just have that rainy day on Friday, and then we're dry again Saturday. And then Sunday, we deal with the rain. So you have one break day, one dry day, one wet day. But you can't go more than a couple of days without rain, unfortunately. It's just the kind of pattern we're in, which absolutely sucks. I hate the rain. I really do. I'm tired of it. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care. Thank you for watching, and happy Earth Day.